Hello everyone, I'm Plasma. Today I am going to show you my Clan Gen challenge. I have been watching a ton of Clan Gen challenge videos, and I was inspired to make my own. As per usual, I've played through one whole year and drawn all of my cats. I decided for this clan it will be a group of cats that ran away from their old clouders and formed a new clan alongside 3 others. While the speed paints play, I'll tell you all about them and their experiences. Please welcome Smokeclan. So first up is Mistlestar. Honestly, Mistlestar isn't really a remarkable character or a remarkable leader. They're just kind of a good one in general, not bad or anything, but not, outstanding or anything like that. They do really care about their clan though, and they are very worried about it going awry. For a while, he had been thinking about forming an alliance with another clan or another, clouder or something. And that was reinforced by both the deputy and medicine cat. But he never really acted on it or anything. I feel like he's a bit hesitant and just stressed most of the time. But still definitely looks out for Smokeclan. Next is Dapple Freckle, the deputy. He is the best and he deserves the world. I love him dearly. My boy is such a good deputy. He handles every confrontation with any other cat group with calmness and ease and diffuses the entire situation. And he's so supportive of Mistlestar and understanding of his emotions. In fact, they are dating. It took Mistlestar losing a life to Yellow Cough at the end of the year for Dapple Freckle to realize that he needs to confess his feelings, but once he did, he learned that they were reciprocated and they're now mates. Very cute and awesome. And also, Dapple Freckle has an eagle attack scar, which I forgot to draw. It's on his left shoulder. But if he dies of unnatural causes, I will cry. Next is Clover Nudge. I think Clover Nudge is really cool. They're a really responsible medicine cat, and they've been getting a lot of visions and prophecies recently. They've been totally stressing out over it, and in the first year they overextended themselves with their medicine cat duties. And StarClan is putting him through a lot, but he still finds time to be a good cat, and he's just really respectable. Also, he was the only one to confront an apprentice situation, which I'll get to later. I think Clover Nudge just cared a lot and understood that it was more than just a rivalry between 2 apprentices, and who knows, maybe he had something like that happen to him in the past. Literally the entire year, Clover Nudge had some prophecy or something going on. I feel bad for the guy. He was always talking with Mistlestar or, pondering his life choices and, And it was at the very start of the year that he started having prophecies, immediately. Also, I kind of hate that Clan Gen doesn't tell you what the prophecies are, cause, I have some theories, but, Next up is Sharp Fern, the second medicine cat. She was originally a loner who asked for a place to stay in exchange for healing skill. It also turned out that she had 2 kits with her, which were Renkit and Nectarkit. I feel like she's that mom that comes from a dangerous background, and so she has that sort of dangerous swagger to her, but she's actually really caring and nice. When she was recovering from birth, she constantly insisted on helping Clover Nudge with the medicine cat duties. Probably noticing that Clover Nudge was stressed and a bit overworked, and not wanting to be just another mouth to feed. She is sharp, hardworking, and a very good mother. Also, she's so pretty. I love drawing her. I didn't think I would like drawing leopard spots so much, but it's actually really fun. Now we have Puddle Feather, who is Smokeclan's heartthrob. She is beautiful and clueless. I feel like she might be Arrow though, because she's never expressed interest in anyone else. But she also has character depth. For a while she was pacing around and sharpening her claws, and at first I was really confused, but it turns out that she really just wanted an adventure. Which, good for her, what a girl boss. She saved Alostem from a fox, but got a permanent limp afterwards. She definitely didn't let this hinder her though. Her ambition is too strong to let some injury get her down. In the very next moon, she was dreaming of becoming deputy. And on one of her outings, she had to promise the clan that she wouldn't do anything dangerous. She was also bitten by a snake and completely healed from that, no scars at all. Also, at some point, Missile Star felt that they could confide in Puddle Feather. I'm excited to see what she does next. This is probably my least favorite drawing, if I'm being honest. It's definitely the one that suffered from my art block that I had during this the most. Next is Rybark. This man, he's really hardworking and kind of funny, but he's so insensitive. But for some reason, him and Pumpkin Patch, which is the next cat, seem to be besties for some reason, even though they're total opposites. But yeah, Rybark is pretty much a stock jock character. He's fine, but I'm worried about him and his apprentice not bonding very well. Also, I'm kind of proud of the expression I gave him. I think it's probably the most expressive out of this lineup. And he was definitely very fun to draw, especially for the coloring, because he just has a white tail. Next is Pumpkin Patch, which is an amazing name. He was a kitty pet that asked to join the clan. Like I said, he and Rybark are basically opposites. Pumpkin Patch is very sensitive and very interested in herbs and spirituality specifically. He is also very close to Clover Nudge for this reason. He's such a good dude, and he just loves the clan so much. He's really just happy to be here and happy to participate in clan matters too. Honestly, he didn't do much other than assimilate into the clan and be really cool, but I am looking forward to his character more in the future because I feel like there's a side of him that he's not quite showing yet. His name was originally actually something else, but it was like a really ugly name and it didn't fit him at all. So I re-rolled both of the slots, and the first two palpable names they gave me were Pumpkin and Patch. And I also thought it fit well because he just has a patch on his ear, so even if the cats don't know what a pumpkin patch is, you know, it still fits. Also, a little side rant here, sometimes I kind of hate when people are like, oh, but the cats wouldn't know what that is. Like, they're fictional cats that are meant to basically be people, you know? How do they even know what the English language is? But that's just me. Next is Whirlborn, and honestly, I think he might be my favorite cat in the clan. He and Alostem had a bickering when they were apprentices that kind of carried over into their adult life. It really made Whirlborn feisty and passionate, and now he's aiming for the sky. He works real hard and takes pride in getting a job done well. And he wants to be deputy more than anyone else in the clan, but of course not in a malicious way. He's so reliable, in fact, that at the end of the year, he was feeling tired from everyone coming to him for things. Also, Whirlborn is such a cool name. And I wouldn't say I'm great at picking out protagonists from, lineups, but I think if this were a story, then at least if it were my decision, I'd want Whirlborn to be the protagonist. And that's not just because he's my favorite, it's just because, he has such a unique past, and he would make an interesting protagonist, I think, with his feisty nature and all. Also, side note, you'll see in a second, but I think it's really cool how Alostem and Whirlborn's designs are kind of opposite in where they deviate. Like, Whirlborn has a white bottom feet and Alostem has a dark top, I thought that was cool because, they're rivals. And now we have Alostem. As previously mentioned, him and Whirlborn had an apprentice rivalry, but Alostem was kind of the bully in it. He pretended to be perfect and got the praises of every adult in the clan when he was an apprentice. And when Whirlborn got their warrior name before Alostem, it made them so mad. They've definitely matured since then, though, and now wants to be an upstanding and respected citizen. And they've been doing so good with other cats, I could honestly see them being a mediator. Also, Whirlborn got an apprentice before Alostem did, but it didn't seem to affect him that much, so that's a sign of growth, at least. Also, at the end of the year, I got the prompt that Alostem is developing a crush on Whirlborn, and I am nothing but here for the enemies to lovers thing we have going on now. At least I hope so, that would be so cool. Nectarpaw, along with Renpaw, are obviously not too remarkable yet because they just became apprentices after being kids. But for Nectarpaw, the whole clan seems to have fallen in love with them. Like in a platonic way, oh my god. Everybody thinks they're so charming, but they have the trait lonesome, so I think they're just not having any of it. They don't really seem to reciprocate the charm to anybody else. They're not mean, they just don't necessarily like anyone. Nectarpaw is the resident quiet kid, and obviously I have a soft spot for them because so was I. but still, I think they're going to be fun. I think this is my favorite drawing out of the bunch, because I think I should have included more props just in general, because I love drawing little props for characters, and I feel like Nectarpaw would be the kind of cat to stare at a butterfly until the butterfly gets anxious, which is what I hope to convey in this image. Renpaw is quite a bit different from his brother, though. They are more ambitious and feisty, and they have a lot of ambition. It was cute, actually, once when they were a kit. It said Sharp Fern was standing tall in front of Renkit, whatever that means. But then I saw Renkit doing the same exact thing to Rybark, which I thought was so cute. Renpaw is actually apprenticed to Rybark. And like I said, I'm a bit worried about their relationship, but Renpaw doesn't seem to be very emotionally inquisitive, which would be good for Rybark, so, you know. Also, I just realized Renpaw kinda looks like Rybark. That's really weird. I'm sure it doesn't mean anything, but I did not notice that before. And that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please like it, and definitely stay tuned because I think I want to do another one of these. I'm having too much fun with Smokeclan to just let it go now. And quick side note, when I was drawing these cats, I was in a bit of an art block, so that's why a lot of their poses are a bit stiff, but next time they'll be definitely better because I'm already out of art block now. I hope you enjoyed this and have a nice day.